Opening hello and welcome to your daily global news update, bringing you the most important stories shaping the world today. From rising geopolitical tensions to major developments in global markets, technology breakthroughs, and tonight's Champions League fixtures, here are the headlines you need to know. Top global headlines. We begin with today's top global headlines. Tensions across the Middle East continue to dominate international attention as military activity between Iran, Israel, and the United States escalates. Missile and drone strikes have been reported across multiple locations in the region, prompting several Gulf nations to increase their defensive readiness. The conflict has also raised concerns about global energy security, particularly around the Strait of Hormuz, one of the world's most important oil shipping routes. Any disruption to this corridor could impact nearly 20% of global oil supply, sending shockwaves through energy markets. Governments around the world are closely monitoring the situation, while diplomatic efforts continue in an attempt to prevent further escalation. Politics and geopolitics. Turning now to politics and geopolitics. The growing tensions in the Middle East have prompted urgent diplomatic activity among global powers. Several European governments and NATO members have increased military monitoring in the region, while calling for restraint from all sides. Meanwhile, international leaders are working behind the scenes to prevent the conflict from expanding into a wider regional war. Analysts warn that any prolonged escalation could have far-reaching consequences, not only for regional stability, but also for global trade and energy supply. Elsewhere, political discussions around economic stability and global security continue across major international forums as governments balance domestic challenges with rising geopolitical uncertainty. Business and economy. In business and economic news, global markets have experienced increased volatility as investors react to the evolving geopolitical situation. Oil prices initially surged earlier this week due to fears that shipping routes in the Persian Gulf could face disruptions. While prices have stabilized slightly, energy markets remain sensitive to developments in the region. In Europe, major corporations are also adjusting to economic pressures and technological transformation. German automaker Volkswagen has reportedly announced plans for large workforce reductions as the company restructures its operations and accelerates its transition toward electric vehicles and automation. Economists warn that continued instability in energy markets, combined with structural changes in global industries, could influence inflation levels and economic growth throughout the year. Technology and AI. In technology news, artificial intelligence continues to dominate innovation headlines worldwide. Technology companies are racing to integrate advanced AI systems into products used by businesses and consumers every day. From automated customer support systems to advanced data analysis and generative AI tools, the technology sector is experiencing one of the fastest innovation cycles in recent history. Investment in AI startups has surged globally as governments and corporations compete to develop the next generation of intelligent systems. At the same time, regulators are beginning to explore new frameworks aimed at managing the potential impact of AI on employment, security, and ethical standards. Experts believe artificial intelligence could become one of the most influential economic drivers of the next decade. Sports update. Turning to sports. The UEFA Champions League returns tonight with several major round of 16 fixtures taking place across Europe. Liverpool travel to Istanbul to face Galatasaray in what promises to be a challenging away fixture, as the English side looks to secure a strong result against the Turkish champions. In Italy, Atalanta host Bayern Munich in a highly anticipated clash, with Bayern entering the match as favorites, while Atalanta aim to use their attacking style and home advantage. In Spain, Atletico Madrid welcome Tottenham Hotspur to the Metropolitano Stadium in what is expected to be a tactical battle between two very different football philosophies. And in England, Newcastle United take on Barcelona at St. James Park, marking a major European night for the English club as they face one of Europe's most historic teams. These matches represent the first leg of the round of 16, with the return fixtures scheduled for next week as teams compete for a place in the Champions League quarterfinals. Closing summary to recap today's top stories. Geopolitical tensions in the Middle East continue to dominate global headlines as governments work to prevent further escalation and protect critical energy routes. Global markets remain sensitive to developments in the region, while major industries adjust to economic and technological transformation. Artificial intelligence continues to drive rapid innovation across the technology sector. And in sports, the Champions League knockout stage begins tonight with several exciting fixtures across Europe. That's your daily global news update for March 10th, 2026. Thank you for watching, and be sure to subscribe for tomorrow's update covering the most important stories from around the world.